Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Bet. How to Bet podcast. Go to howtobet.com. I am Daryl Fine. He is Sean the Genius Miller. I am on location. I'm doing this remotely, staring out at the ocean. So let's get this thing going so I can actually get into the ocean. Sean Miller, it is time for our Parlay Power plays of the week.
All right.
And Tennessee got me last week, 2 out of the 3. Tennessee, again, being upset. I thought even giving the 10 last week would have been a good bet, but they hurt me last week. But I am going to get back at it this week. Again, some easy picks last week. Overall, we did pretty well. I thought some were easy, including that New England game. That was part of my Parlay Power play, and that I thought was pretty easy, probably the easiest bet of the year so far. So time for our Parlay Power plays of the week for Week 12. And Sean, the Genius Miller, you go first.
Yeah, so I'm going to go some division. I guess I'm looking at the AFC North pretty heavily here. First game, I like Cincinnati over Pittsburgh.
All right, so Cincinnati is home -4 against the Steelers. Steelers losing on
just about
Sunday night.
I went to sleep. I was 27-10, and I didn't even understand. I didn't realize what happened. And then I went to write my story yesterday, and I'm like, wait a second, the Steelers took the lead? What? So apparently Steelers took the lead, and then they gave up that 65-yard touchdown right down the line. To the Chargers, but good comeback. But the defense and the Bengals looked great. Sometimes with these young teams, they have to lose some games and they have to find their way. And obviously, I don't think Cincinnati could win the Super Bowl this year. But if they get into the playoffs with this young team and they're building the right direction, I think that's big. And I think it starts here. They have to win this game to get to 7-4. And if the Ravens end up losing, the Bengals could be right there in first place. So big game. I think the Bengals win here. Second game, I know we're gonna both look at this game. I talked before the season. One of the teams I thought had a chance to go over was obviously Arizona, and obviously that panned out. I thought the Eagles over-under line was like 5.5 or 6.5. I thought it was like really low. And, this team is getting better every week. The score is a little bit last week against the Saints was a little bit misleading because they're blowing them out. I mean, the game was over, and the Saints scored a lot of points in the fourth quarter.
Right.
This team is
the Eagles -3 at the Giants.
Yeah, I think this team is building, and I'll tell you what, if the Eagles get to 6-6 and they have some winnable games down the stretch, I talked about this. If you go to the story about the week, they have some games now. If they get this game and get to 500, they have the Jets, Washington, the Giants again, and Washington their next 4. They could win all 4, though. I wouldn't be. I don't think they will, but would you be shocked if they won all 4 of those? And all of a sudden, now you're 10-6 or 9-7, and you're in the playoffs.
No.
So
and I told you last week they had a great schedule because one of the reasons is they don't have to get it on a plane.
Yeah, and I the Giants obviously last night just terrible. I was watching the. I don't really watch that Eli and Peyton thing too much, but I watched that last night, and it was really interesting. I mean, they were just ripping the Giants in their play call, man. What are you doing? Yeah. But I don't think the Giants have a chance in this game. I like the Eagles in this. And then I go back to the AFC North and look at the other game, Baltimore-Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland.
Baltimore, to remind everybody, Baltimore's -4.5 at home against the Browns.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's going to play. They ended up getting a big win without him. They held, he's sick. They held him out, and they held some other players out, and they got a win. I mean, just about, once again, but a win's a win at this point, and especially with injuries. And, Baltimore gets a chance to face Cleveland, and Cleveland can't score. Baker Mayfield. I mean, Nick Chubb has been good, but at some point you're going to load the box and say, listen, let Baker Mayfield beat us. And anytime anybody's had to do that, like what the Patriots did to him, the Patriots blew him out. So I think, with Jackson coming back, I like the Ravens here.
All right, so Sean's Parlay Power play of the week for Week 12. Cincinnati -4 at home against Pittsburgh. Philadelphia -3 at the Giants. and Baltimore at home -4.5 against Cleveland. It is now time for my Parlay Power Play of the Week. But first, let me remind you, you watching us on YouTube, yes, you, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification bell. Go down further, leave comments, ask for merch. We're giving merch to Silver Crush 5.
We want swag.
Jay Heath, Sam Wilson's getting swag, and Elaine Lamoreno. Am I saying his first name right? I know that's your guy.
Probably Alan. I think it's
Alan Lamoreno. Anyway, Alan Lamoreno.
North Jersey guy.
And then go ahead down a little further to the description box. Then that's where you're going to find all the links to Sean's previews on HowToBet.com, updated injury reports, updated odds. You're going to need all that because the injury reports and the odds, they're moving rapidly. And then, of course, our exclusive offers to various different sports books around the world. So, again, get there and get there early and often because you're going to need it. Now, time for my Parlay Power Plays of the Week. I went with New England, the hottest team in football last week. I will go back to them this week. They are -5.5 at home against a beat-up Tennessee team. I think New England continues to roll. Belichick does great things, and one of the things everybody always says, and I guess it's true, he takes away the Tennessee or the other team's best player. For Tennessee right now, they're so beat up. He has to worry about a wide receiver, A.J. Brown. That's pretty much it because they are beat up. So he'll take him away. And I like Tennessee, or rather New England -5.5 over Tennessee.
Do you think New England wins that division at this point?
Man, I cannot believe I will say yes to this, but I think so.
Yeah, I think
Buffalo. Do. Yeah, Buffalo. I can't really put my finger on what's wrong with Buffalo, other than they don't have a running game. Their defense looked horrible, but yeah, right now New England is the most complete team. The quarterback is doing just enough. I mean, he's not putting up unbelievable statistics, but he's really, really managing the team on the field. So that is a big plus for New England. So yes, I like New England -5.5, and yes, I do think they will win the AFC East.
Yep.
Second game, I'm with you. I like Philadelphia -3 at the Giants. The Giants are terrible. It's a team that really Monday night looked like they quit a little bit. They might be. When you have a coach too, when you have a coach like Joe Judge, disciplinarian guy, if things aren't working out, these players aren't buying it. Once the ship starts a leak. Once you get that first leak, it starts to really submerge underwater. So I think that's what's happening with the Giants. Mm-hmm. I like the Eagles -3, and I am going to complete my Parlay Power Play of the Week with the Green Bay Packers -1.5 against the Rams. I know the Rams coming off that bye, Packers coming off a loss. I think I don't think the Packers lose 2 in a row. The line is low, and I like the fact that they're at Lambeau.
Are you concerned at all about Aaron Rodgers' toe?
I mean, he says it hurts, but he's also playing through it. He was not the problem on Sunday.
Yeah, I had turf toe once. I thought I broke my toe. I caught it under like a rug, and it black and blue. Oh man, it's
painful for sure.
Yeah, but then they got the bye next week. So, hey, you know what? Yeah. I wanted to say something real quickly, too. I think it's very interesting. Do you see the teams that have the byes this week, by the way?
Few teams have the byes.
Two teams.
No, go ahead. 2 teams.
Kansas City and Arizona. Yeah. How about that? That could be the Super Bowl.
It could be the Super Bowl. You're right. So
that might be the 2 best teams in each league right now. Getting a bye right now and getting a thing. I thought that was pretty interesting coming in because you say like, hey, who's not playing this week? Oh, Kansas City and thing, and they're both in good shape. And now Kyler Murray's going to get healthy.
Yeah, that's true. So yes, that is interesting. So my Parlay Power Play of the Week: New England -5.5 at home against Tennessee. Philadelphia -3 at the New York Giants, and the Green Bay Packers at home -1.5 against the Rams. They are they're my Parlay Power Play of the Week. Sorry, I'm going to get that out again. It is our Parlay Power Plays of the Week. When we come back, our prime time best bets for Week 12, we've got three. Count of three. Thanksgiving Day games coming up.
Turkey and
give
stuffing.
them to you when we get back. You're watching the How to Bet podcast. Go to howtobet.com. We're going to show you how to bet, where to bet, and who to bet on. Get there now. How to bet at howtobet.com.
Let's get it.